Back to Habit Engineer, everyone. I am so excited to be back here. This is going to be awesome. I've revamped the style of these live streams to make them a lot more high value for each of you all. So the purpose behind the live streams comes from a quote that I love that just says, "Knowledge is power, but it's the use of knowledge that gives you power." There is an infinite number of places that you can go to figure out what to do, right? You can ask ChatGPT, you can ask Google, you can ask your friends. There's a virtually infinite number of different influencers who will share their opinions on what you can do. But there are very few people who are consistently showing you how you can actually apply the what that they're teaching. And so the purpose of this live stream is to show you how you can apply or engineer a habit based off of the different what principles that we're teaching. Um, the way this live stream will work is that each day we'll have a daily quote that we'll go over, and we'll kind of dive into the quote a little bit and then talk about how you can engineer a habit that will allow you to implement the idea behind the quote. Then we'll move on to the topic of the day. We're going to have one live stream per day, 5 days a week, going over the physical on Monday, the social on Tuesday, intellectual on Wednesday, spiritual on Thursday, and Friday, financial on Friday, in order to give everyone a holistic approach to life and different habits that they can engineer to get better, to optimize for life as a whole, rather than just specializing in maybe one or two areas and neglecting others. And then after that, we'll have, as always, everyone's favorite, I guess maybe it's my favorite, but the live Q&A and the discussion of any specific habits that people have to bring to the table that they want help engineering. Howdy, Emre. Good to see you. So we're going to jump right into it. I'll figure out some way to better introduce this going forward, but I just need to start, and everyone starts at zero, right? So we're just going to get this all started. The quote of the day today, which you can sign up for these quotes to get them every day with a link in the description here, is people will try to put the same limitations on you as they put on themselves. Don't mistake their insecurities for your ceiling. And that's Mark Manson. I am very okay. And so the idea here is that everyone is different, right? And so you should not let anyone else dictate what your limits are. And being able to apply this on a daily level is what we're here to do. We're here to engineer a habit that will allow you to actually become someone who it limits themselves and doesn't allow other people to limit them. Emre, I'm sorry, you seem to not be doing okay. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Howdy, everyone. So the way that we're going to engineer all these habits is from the triple S method. So this is a habit building method that I developed, and the way that it works is you want to assign your habit a specific what, when, and where. You want to make it simple by making sure you're 100% confident in it. And then you want to seal that habit feedback loop with some type of 1 second celebration to encourage yourself to keep coming back and coming back. B.F. Skinner's got a famous quote. He just says, "What gets rewarded gets repeated." So taking that quote, right, people will try to put the same limitations on you as they put on themselves. Don't mistake their insecurities for your ceiling. One way that you could apply that on a daily basis is you could take just 5-10 seconds in the mirror every morning as you're getting ready for the day, or you can even if you're in the shower, just have some type of affirmation where you just say, "I am my own person. I will not let other people project themselves on me," or something to that effect. And you want to make that specific with that what, when, and where by having that be, say, like every day while you're either in the shower or when you're getting ready for the day. And then what is you're saying that same line, like, I am going to do. Is there music playing? Oh wow. Um, I'm going to um, take that time, and I'm going to say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get out there and not let anyone else dictate the limits of my life. And then, obviously, I would assume for the where's going to be in the bathroom when you're getting ready or whatnot. Um, hey, Ethan, good to see you. Howdy, everyone. Thanks for hopping on. And then you want to take that as simple. And if you feel 100% confident in being able to say a simple phrase like that every day, I'm pretty sure everyone has enough time to do that. Then you're good. And then you want to move on to the sealed portion, which is where you want to develop a specific celebration that is um, tied to your habit. So, for instance, something that you can do after you recite that affirmation is you can just give yourself a fist bump and be like, let's go, or something like that. And the important part here is that the celebration is totally specific to you. So you don't need to worry about whether it seems silly or not. Just focus on whether it is incentivizing for you or not. So that is the quote of the day, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed that so far. Then the topic that we've got today. So today's Monday. We're talking about sleep today. That is the physical aspect that I wanted to touch on. And you can access the mastery tracks here. But in the mastery tracks are here in the community. The one point that I took away from the study of sleep that I've been doing in preparation for this is that a key thing to do is get 30 to 40 minutes, or even as much as of 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes of outdoor light. So going outside and looking outside at the light outside within 1 hour of waking up in order to anchor your circadian rhythm and help your quality of sleep to be good and help your consistency of sleep to be good. So, and I was listening to in the Mastery Tracks, the Huberman Lab and Dr. Matthew Walker episode called The Science and Practice of Perfect Sleep. So go ahead, check that out. The link for that is also in the description. And so now I want to talk about how you can actually apply that, how you can engineer that habit so that you become someone who is actually getting up, getting out of bed, and getting that light exposure so you can set your circadian rhythm. So we're going to go back to the triple S method here. And so we want to make it specific, right? Emre, I'm sorry that you're crying. I hope you feel better. Again, let me know what I can do to help. And so with that, the first step, again, to make it specific, right? So this it should be pretty apparent what we need to do is you just need to get outside and get that light exposure, right? So when you're starting out, you want to make sure that your habit is so simple that you feel 100% confident in being able to stick with it every single day for the rest of your life. So even if you have like a really busy morning or something like that, it's still something that you can do. I would imagine every single one of us just about has 5 minutes that they could take to walk outside in the morning and walk, and then just stand out there and then walk back inside, right? So um, that would be the what is walking outside for 5 minutes and getting that light exposure. The when would be, and again, so as we're going through these, the idea here, excuse me, is that you personalize this habit that we're building with the Triple S method to you specifically. So um, having that set will, as we're going through this, adopt the when or the where or whatever to what will be able to fit for your life. So the what, we're going to start just with 5 minutes, right? We don't need to, like it says, get 30 to 40 minutes of outdoor light, and that would be great. I personally don't have 30 to 40 minutes to go for a walk outside or something to start my morning every day. I could re-engineer my day to incorporate that, but for me, I like 5 to 10 minutes is what I feel confident in my ability to stick with. So I'm going to say, okay, I wake up at 6:30, and what's going to work for me is that I just put my shoes on, I put my comfy on, and I just walk out. I'm not going to stop to brush my teeth. I'm not going to stop to go to the bathroom unless I really have to go to the bathroom. I'm not going to worry about drinking my water in the morning. I'm the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some warm, comfy clothes on. I'm going to walk outside. I'm in Idaho. It's winter. It's going to be cold. Put some warm clothes on, walk outside, and just get that light exposure first thing. So just a 5 minute walk from 6:30. Just walk outside my apartment, walk around my apartment complex for a minute, for 5 minutes, and then walk back inside. Boom, that's it. So from 6:30 to 6:35 is the when, and then the what is walking around outside, and to get that light exposure, and then the where is going to be just around my apartment complex in Idaho. So that is um, the habit for today. The way that this live stream is working is that we're going to have a different topic that we engineer on a daily basis. So I really uh, subscribe to the idea that instead of trying to learn everything about life, you should try to just identify the 100 best topics to learn, and then spend your entire life going through those topics in a cyclical fashion. So that way you actually absorb and internalize and are able to apply those lessons rather than you just try to learn everything for vanity's sake so you look cool at parties and you have all this information. Because again, the purpose of this live stream, knowledge is power, yes, but it's the use of knowledge that gives you power. I don't care if you know how to cure cancer, build a rocket, whatever. If all you do is sit on the couch and watch Netflix all day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really apply to anything. So we are talking about having those on 100 topics that you're going over again and again so you can actually absorb those lessons, be able to internalize them, and then take them and turn them into a better version of yourself, more Christ-like version of yourself, um, whatever you want to do there. So that's the idea. Um, let's see. Oh, that's that. Okay. Um, knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think the first step in changing anything is self awareness, right? You have to know that you have something to change at all, in order to start the process of change. And if you don't accept that, then you don't really have anything. So I like that. That's a good one. Then, so the rest of this live stream um, will be dedicated to uh, opening up the floor, Q&A. We'll do it for the last 5 minutes or so here. Q&A for each of you. If any of you guys have any habits that you would like to be more consistent with, for whatever reason, either good habits you're looking to build or bad habits you're looking to break, go ahead, bring those forward. Just drop those here in the chat and we'll engineer those, using, again, the triple S method. So having a specific, simple and sealed habit, by the end of that is the goal. Again, ideally, you have been taking what we've been talking about in the specific habits that we've been engineering, and looking to apply those on a daily basis. So go ahead, drop those in the chat if any of you got any of those. And I recognize that this live stream is not like a fancy professional setup. It's not like anything, this is obviously completely unscripted. And this is just me focusing on adding raw value, and putting that out there so people understand how they can change. The triple S method so far has a 92% success rate, in helping people actually stay consistent with their habits. And I've been the kind of a little bit of background on me, I guess, is like the last 7 years, I am obsessed. I've been obsessed with self improvement, and not only trying to be the best version of myself, but also trying to be the most Christ like version of myself, because I personally believe that Christ was perfect. And so, in trying to follow that example, I will attain a higher level of excellence for myself than if I just tried to be the best version of myself. Mm-hmm. Okay, I've got like 2 minutes, right? Yeah, you got 2 minutes, but I gotta get you out for them. Okay, perfect. Um, okay, awesome. So that is gonna wrap everything up today because I'm getting kicked out. But welcome back to the Habit Engineer live stream, everyone. Super excited to just get the ball rolling with this again. We're gonna be here. Not sure what time yet, but it's gonna be sometime every day in the afternoon, in order to just start going through those 100 topics. We're gonna be doing this, for years. I don't know how long, but welcome to the journey. Keep the change. Or wait, what am I doing? Keep the change and keep changing. Peace.